There's this weird paradox in real estate right now that feels like the math just isn't mathing.
Oh, I love a good math mystery. What are we looking at?
Okay, so picture this. Consumers feel like they are paying way too much in fees, right?
Definitely. Closing costs are no joke.
But at the same time, the vast majority of real estate agents are earning way too little. It's the worst of both worlds.
Wait, so nobody is winning? That sounds sustainable, not?
Exactly. We were reading this piece by Stephen Brobeck, and he brings up a great point, referencing Kara Amir. Agents are feeling pretty beat up.
I bet. It's been a rough few years for the industry's reputation.
Right. They've faced relentless public criticism, DOJ scrutiny, massive class action lawsuits. It's a lot.
And then they have to pay settlements and completely restructure how they do their jobs. It's understandable why agents are screaming, "Can't you just leave us alone?"
Totally. It's human nature to want the noise to stop. But here is the hard truth, Brobeck points out. The conditions that caused all this drama, they're still there.
So the lawsuits and settlements didn't fix the root cause?
Not entirely. The report suggests that as long as the current commission structure persists, the criticism and legal interventions are going to keep coming.
Yikes. So putting a Band-Aid on it isn't going to work. We need surgery.
But there is a silver lining. The settlement rules have cracked a door open.
Okay, I like open doors. What's on the other side?
Incremental progress. A marketplace that is freer from litigation and actually fairer for both the agents and the buyers.
I'm listening. How do we get there? Because fairer sounds expensive or complicated.
Brobeck suggests two specific changes. First, we need to completely uncouple commissions.
Uncouple? Like a celebrity breakup?
Sort of. It means sellers shouldn't be forced or feel forced to pay the buyer's agent.
That makes sense. If I'm selling my house, why am I paying for the person negotiating against me?
Exactly, and that leads to the second change. We need to let buyers finance their agent's commission.
Ah, so instead of paying thousands in cash up front, they can roll it into their mortgage.
Bingo! If buyers are responsible for paying their own agents, they need a way to actually afford it without draining their savings.
That seems like a win for lenders too, honestly. More loan value.
So if we do those two things, the market changes naturally. Sellers might lower prices slightly since they aren't covering everyone's fees.
And buyers would probably negotiate harder with their agents, right? Like, hey, if I'm paying you, what am I getting?
Precisely. It puts the power back in the consumer's hands to negotiate services, and it reduces the threat of steering.
Steering. That's when an agent pushes a buyer to a specific house just because it pays a higher commission, right?
You got it. If that threat goes away, the industry cleans up. And here's the kicker for the agents. Average commission rates might drop, but the good agents will make more.
How does that work?
Because the part-timers and the marginally competent agents won't survive in a market where they have to justify their fees to a buyer.
So the herd thins out. Less overcrowding, more professionalism. I like that.
Now, Brobeck warns this doesn't mean it becomes a bargain basement. Real estate will never be perfectly price competitive.
True. Most people just want a house. They aren't trying to save $50 on an agent if it risks the deal.
Right. Some agents will refuse to negotiate their rates, and that's their right. But many will negotiate.
And that opens up options. Flat fees, hourly rates, diverse services. It stops being one size fits all.
Exactly. The endgame here is an industry that is far less vulnerable to lawsuits and much more professional.
Which is what the early industry leaders wanted all along.
It's a long road, but uncoupling fees and allowing financing seems to be the map to get there.
Well, here's hoping. Thanks for breaking that down. Catch you in the next one.